Welcome, Sagittarius, to your mid-month reading for July. Hope you friends are doing great out there. Welcome back, all subscribers and anyone new to my channel. Welcome, welcome. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on with you. Ooh. And we do feel like we have some turning points going on in this mid-month. Just, you know what, not just the midnight, not just the mid-month, excuse me, but the whole month. I don't know. It's just there's some things that are going on. It does feel like it could be also a little bit of back and forth energy between. But I feel like the turning point is for a better movement. So in the mid-month, there is going to be a lot of seeking. It's kind of like knock on the door and you shall find. It's also talking about peace, relaxation, and a little bit of comfort. Finding your kind of comfort zone is really what it's talking about. So are you feeling more comfortable, or are you around someone who's trying to make you feel comfortable? Right. So there's definitely this energy that is a little more comforting in the mid-month. It could be through interactions as well. Like I said, just really peaceful. I hope it's not the peace before the storm, guys. Okay, it's just like, you know how that, like, don't say that. Okay, solar plexus chakra coming out and saying yes, because I'm actually, what I'm doing is I'm keeping calm for my intentions through the solar plexus. So really knowing what your intentions is and really trying to keep that. I can have this, I will have this, right? Because that's what you really have to go for. So really feeling like you can do this, and here we go again, chakras again. There it is, that's what I want. I can do it, I will have it. And then seeking the peace to do it. So I feel like there's a lot of meditation of what your desires really are that you're really focusing on. And that's really what the seek is also talking about, is the interaction within yourself where you're seeking this peace and comfort to get to the things that you really, truly want, and having the ultimate communication. Wow, it's not even chakra time yet. I mean, that's next. And they're going to already throw out all these chakras. It's like, come on. But really communicating that. And it's really showing, Sag, over here, that your chakras are really open. I mean, dude, you got 3 already. So yeah, because you're looking for what your dreams are, what your dreams are going to come true. So it does feel like you have this creative inspiration that it's rising within you in the mid-month that's really keeping you, ways to keep cool, keep calm, and, really figure out what the situations are so that you can come up with quicker resolutions and quicker ideas and quicker, you know what I mean? Everything's quick. Not now, but it will be. Oh, right? Not now. These things are coming to you quick, but are you using them yet? See the point I'm saying? So the light bulb's going off. It's just putting them in, planning into action. It was something that was making you sad and upset, and this is the reason why it's going that. It was some kind of challenging time that made you feel like you were holding back, or that you had some kind of, something had more control over a situation that was not good for you, made you not want to open up to the situation. Do you have someone who wants to cause sadness, wants to give you a challenge, wants to be the master of the universe, and does not want to open up to you correctly? Take that how it resonates. Otherwise, what you're saying is, I'm tired of all of this stuff, and I don't want to deal with that myself, right? So whether it's in yourself or it's within this other person, let's clarify and see what the overall is. Because I do see it as both. Maybe it is both. Maybe they do that to you, and then you start feeling that way yourself. Energy is strong, right? They put it off. So you have the Page of Swords over here, and this is saying, because I didn't have the information that I wanted, you guys could even have someone spying on you. I'm sorry, that just comes out of nowhere, but you know it and I know it. How many times have we seen this? Why are you watching me? Sag, I think you have more people, between you and Gemini, I think you guys, and it could be a Gemini, you have more spires than I've ever seen in my life, and usually Scorpio is the spire, because they're the spires of them all. Maybe that's what it is, right? Let's see. Gemini and Sag are always being spied on by probably a Scorpio. Little sneakers. Okay, so let's go. And the King of Cups. Yeah. So, is this what the problem is? That you're not getting the information from this Gemini, Libra, or this Pisces? It's my Pisces card, so I'm leaving it there. Although I do keep hearing Scorpio. That's probably just because of the spying. Plus, Sag deal with a lot of Scorpios. So, yeah. There's Scorpio now. So, forget it. There's my Pisces Scorpio. So, we'll just leave Scorpio there, too. Sacral chakra upside down. They're not proposing what you want them to propose, but yet they want to watch you and keep continuing to do what they're doing. But they don't want to come towards you the way, so that's just that probably causes the sadness and the isolation. Hey, if you're not going to give me my cups of what I really truly want, where I was thinking that we had this going on, then what's the point? But I feel like for some of you, they really don't want to end the relationship, because if they did, why are they watching you? I don't want to give you what you want, Sag, but here, I'm going to sneak through your windows at night. Peeping Toms. Okay, 2 of Wands over here. You're looking out to look and seek exactly what you want. This is where the calmness is really going to take place, though, because I know for a lot of you, you know that this is not going to work. So whatever the possible intenseness of what you're looking for within a romantic setting, you know that it's not happening. They're pulling away. They've done whatever they're doing. And now it's just an extremely sticky, weird situation. I feel it's extremely sticky and weird because they're spying. They watch you. But it's crazy because they have the opportunities for a lot of you to come towards you and actually fix the situation. But instead, they would rather sneak around, look through your phone, do this, do that, watch you go to work. However it is, instead of actually putting forth the romantic gestures and actual true love to you. Where's the communication? That's what you're desiring within the situation. I'm sorry, it's love more than anything, guys. That's the energy I'm picking up. The throat chakra says that you want the communication that you want, and this is where the creativity is coming through. So it feels like you're aspiring to try to make them understand, but the toxicity within the relationship does not allow them to open up. Now I feel like in some ways, you're going to start kind of closing down a little bit. But that's okay because you're still going to keep this, secrets. I almost heard secrets. Keep it a secret to yourself. That way you're not going to open up. I don't want them to know anymore that I give a shit. That could be a possibility. Why would you? Or vice versa, right? If you know it's not them, then or if you know it's not you, you know it's them. Because literally, I heard that, and it said, somebody's keeping secrets that don't want you to know that they give a crap. And it could be both of you. Look, if they're spying on you and don't want to bring you love, but then you don't want to open up and tell them how you feel, then screw it. So, you're trying, though, to move forward with victory, but it's just taking up all your patience. Oh, good. Now, how much patience you've got over here, Sag? The disagreements are going to end up blowing up and blowing out of proportion anyways. Only for the fact, that they're going to come this way and say that the fool says no. Your dream's coming true. They're going backwards instead of coming forwards, and they're being a jackass. Sorry, fool upside down. You a fool. So if they want to be a fool, they want to fool you. And a lot of the fooling is them making you believe that they don't give a crap. The Page of Pentacles over here are trying to fool you, thinking that there's somebody else. Take it how it resonates. Everybody's fool's a little different. You know your story. I'm just throwing what I see. But with the Page of Pentacles over here, it's saying, no, I'm not going to give it service to you. They're not going to be a service for you. There's no balance. So why would you even give anymore? You don't fight for the situation. It just causes sadness and isolation. And I feel like you're both feeling it only because they're a jackass. Plain and simple. So you keeping your cool and being calm about the situation is the best thing you could do. Like there ain't no responsibility. Look, they're even irresponsible. For some of you are saying, nah, they're jackass. They're so irresponsible. They won't even sweep up, their own garbage. So however it is. But the sadness and the isolation can only continue so much as, as you're trying to bring in a compromise to the situation. How are you going to, continue to have a compromise when this person's always off track? I don't even think they can even hold a conversation worth anything, because I think there's a little ego going on over here, and it could be a me syndrome. Just saying. Why? Because they're guilty. Could be dealing with a Capricorn. Yeah, guilty of wandering away with the conversations. Deluded conversations. You're trying to bring up a situation and then they want to go somewhere else with the conversation. They can't hold true to the conversation. You could say something like, but I wanted you to do this, and they'd be like, well, anyways, I was at Cindy's house and I don't know what you're talking about. What the hell does that have to do with anything? See? So it's kind of like a delusion of the situation, or either maybe even backpedaling on the situation, or just literally taking the conversation to another place so they don't have to feel like they're responsible for any of the actions. So, wow, that's a lot to give. Yeah, they ain't giving, though. I said a lot to give, but they ain't giving shit. The only thing they're giving is a lot of garbage. And so with the challenging times over here, yeah, there's no prosperity within the situation. You're seek to try to fix the situation, but the Ten of Coins with the conversations of what you're looking for within the situation with the Two of Cups, and mind you guys, this could be vice versa. Okay, so if you know that it's your story, but I've got it backwards, it's okay. It does happen. It's just energy throwing at me. So with the Two of Cups over here, it's saying, look, right, you're going to have these conversations of love, but watch the toxicity, right? Why? Because there's still a lot of things going on around the situation where there is not a true connection to the situation. So even if you are trying to disconnect from this situation, then they're going to be trying to pull all the loops. But I don't see it looping together, because they're causing this challenge for the month. Look, it could even be a marriage. It doesn't even have to be someone, I'm not saying, that you throw away. It could be a husband and wife at it right now where you're saying, you know what, you are delusional right now. I will come back in the end of the month, and when we'll try to solve the situation. Right? Because the whole thing that's going on right now is that these two things is a very tricky problem, and it's hard to find a solution through the situation. If this is a marriage, you know that they're watching you from the side of the couch, right? They're watching from the side of the couch, but you know that they're not really coming toward you. Now the problem is you guys are both built a wall, right? You both built a wall within each other. So therefore, you can look at each other from the other side of the couch, but there is going to be no touchy, no feely, no talky at this time, because every time you do, it ends up in some kind of weird little disconnected, miscommunicative, little snaggy little argument, and it could also be a little sarcasm going on, something of this nature that you want to stay away from, right? So this is the way that this works. Could be with anybody, right? Could be with coworkers, anyone. But the problem is in the middle here, is that the isolation of the situation cannot come together when you both, right, are kind of sideways. For some of you, it feels like you might even be trying to do the same exact things, but in such different ways. Which is not going to work because there's not enough conversation. Do you see any swords here, guys, besides the one spying? No. No communication. No proper communication. Doesn't mean you're not talking. It just means there's no proper communication to fix the situation. Right? But I do feel like for, I think it's more for you, Sag. I think you are eager, to connect with this person. But it's just really hard. And if they're watching you and stuff, though, they probably have a little eagerness to want to try to do something that I just don't feel like they know how. I'm just going to call this whole reading a tricky problem. It's very tricky. This is very, very tricky. And I feel like for some reason, maybe someone has disrespected someone, for somebody. Because I do see a little bit of disrespect over here. Like somebody has walked on someone and has completely no gratitude and has completely disrespected the other person. And so it's going to have hard time reconnecting with that when they have kind of downed your self-worth. So I'm going to throw that out there as well. Okay, we'll see how that works out. Okay. Peace and love, my friends. Bye-bye.